Hey guys, hey everyone. So happy and excited to be here with you. If you're catching the live or the replay, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're watching this. And in case you're live right now, just let me know where you're from and who you are. Yes, because I love it when people from all over the world connect like this. I wish I could literally travel. I love traveling, but I wish I could literally travel and meet all of you guys in person someday. But in the meantime, this is good enough for us. So let me know who you are. Let me know where you're coming in from. Hi, Melissa. Melissa from NYC. Awesome. Hi, Melissa. So glad to have you here. What we're going to talk about today is something that is so close to my heart, because honestly, it's been one of the biggest shifts that has happened personally in my business, and also one of the biggest shifts that happens when I start working with my clients, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. But if this is one of the first times that you're catching me on video, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Avni. I am a business coach and a marketing strategist for coaches and entrepreneurs. And I help my clients blow up their list and community with high quality leads, book discovery calls on demand, convert discovery calls on demand, and create consistent 5K to 10K months in their online business without the overwhelm. So I'm going to wait for a couple of minutes to see who's hopping on. Anyone catching the live and replay, just a reminder again, let me know who you are, let me know where you're from. And as we go through today's training, if there are any questions that come up for you, put them in the comments below, even if you're catching the replay, because I would love to answer them for you. So there's a ton of stuff that I want to share with you today, but before I dive into that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. And trust me, I hate it when people waste my time on a Facebook Live, and I'm not going to do that to you. But I want to tell you a little bit about myself, because I want you to know how packaging my offers right has played such a big role in my business, right? So my story goes back to 2011, which is 6 years ago, right? I had just finished my MBA in marketing, and I had a ton of student loans to pay off. So like any sensible person, what I did is I went and got the best job I could get. So I joined an investment bank in London at that time, which was great. I loved London. I loved living in the UK, but the work just wasn't aligning with who I am. It wasn't creative. It wasn't satisfying. And I quit that job after a while. After that, I moved back to India and started working in online marketing for some big global brands with a multinational company. And that's really when I learned the ins and outs of the online space. And honestly, it was like a super glamorous job. It was a really fun job that I was doing for 5 years. I was working on some of the biggest beauty brands in the country. I was meeting the Google team and the YouTube team and the Facebook team every week, because we were sort of their biggest client. So it was fun, it was cool, but again, somewhere along the line, I just started feeling a little bit invisible. I just knew that this wasn't how I wanted to spend the best years of my life, right? I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur by the time I was 30. And that's really when I quit my job. I completed my coaching certification, and I started this business in April of last year. So 1 year and a few months ago, right? And since then, so many amazing things have happened. Since then, I have built this group. I've built a community of 2,000 plus women on my email list. I have sold out 3 programs, worked with over, I think, 40 or 42 women from all over the world. I've been published in the EverCoach blog, Inspired Coach magazine, YFS magazine. I've worked with world-class, incredible mentors along the way. And I've created consistent 5K and 10K months in my business while really working with super fun BFF kind of clients. And the truth is that really wasn't my reality when I started this business. So for the first few weeks after starting this business, I was one of those people who always felt like this was gonna come easy to me because I had a business background, I had a coaching certificate, I had a marketing background, right? It was my job. I was working in online marketing for 5 years before that, and yet when I started my business, nobody bought my first coaching offer, like nobody. And I don't know if you resonate with this, like give me hearts, give me likes if you've been through that, where you pour your heart and soul into something, create something amazing, and nobody seems to care about it. That's exactly what I was feeling. That's exactly how I was feeling at that point of time, because I got no inquiries, no discovery calls, no interest. I think at the time it was like a 6-week offer and I was massively undercharging as well. So I think it was like a 6-week offer at some $500. And I was undercharging because, you know, I thought I'm a newbie, you know, that's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to start small, yeah? And even at that price point, I did not have a single client and I was really devastated. And I think that was the time when it hit me. That was at that time I realized that it's so important to, number one, structure and package your expertise right. Number two, price your programs right. And number three, learn to communicate the value correctly to your people, right? And what happened after that was amazing. I actually went on to make some tweaks into my program. I increased the price of the program and to, I think, $1,500. I added in a few things. But at that price point, I went ahead and I signed up 5 clients in 5 weeks. And since then, I've sold out 3 programs. I've sold out a course. I've stayed fully booked in my business since, I think, July of last year. And I'm currently working with absolute dream clients at the $5,000 price point. And I want to tell you exactly how I'm doing that. So in the meantime, if you're catching the live, if you're catching the replay, let me know who you are, let me know where you're from, and let me know if you have any questions that come up for me, right? So I want to tell you exactly how I and my clients, all of us are signing up clients at the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 and beyond price point, and how you can start doing the same. But before that, you know, I want to address something which I see so many people doing, right? So for honestly, today's live is not for the person who is not sure of what she wants to offer. It's not for the person who doesn't know who she wants to work with, but it's rather for the person who knows that she's an expert, who knows she has a gift, who knows she can create great results for people, and still she's not making the kind of money she deserves, right? So give me hearts and likes if you're resonating with what I'm saying, and if you feel you're that person where you know your work is transformational, and yet you're finding yourself bartering services or exchanging services with people, or giving free coaching, or giving away your services for free, or maybe, you know, charging like $100, $200, $500 for your offers when you honestly know you're capable of so much more, right? That's the person I'm talking to right now. And to you, the first thing that I want to tell you is, if you're starting out in your business, or if you've been in business just for, you know, maybe a year or less, always start with offering a high-end offer. And the reason I say this is because when you're just getting started in your business, you don't really have like thousands and thousands of people in your email list. There are a few people who really know about you. Your community is small, your Facebook group is small, and it's so much easier at that point to sell out higher end offers, right? Let's say your goal is to bring in $6,000 next month, right? Let's say 6K is your goal for next month, right? It's gonna be so much easier for you to sign up 2 clients at the $3,000 price point than to sign up, let's say 20 people at the $300 price point, right? Or even like 6 people at the $1,000 price point, because when you have a small list and community, there are only so many people who know about you, which means that, and here's the other thing, at the end of the day, about 1 to 2% of your list is actually gonna buy anything you put out, anything, right? Maybe if you're just doing like even smaller offers, maybe that number goes up to 3 or 4%, but that's it, right? So let's say you have a group of 500 people. You're not going to have more than 5 people signing up for what you're offering, right? So when that number is 5, would you rather sell something that's a $500 price point, or would you rather sell something that's a $5,000 price point, right? This is how people who have like a smaller community keep themselves playing small and keep themselves not even charging, what's the word I'm looking for? Keep themselves plateaued at like a smaller income, right? Because your list is not big enough, and because your offers and your pricing are not aligning with your income goals, it's easy to sort of not make money when you have a smaller list and group. Cool. So I'm gonna dive now into how to create high-end offers that attract premium clients, right? In the meantime, if you have any questions that are coming up for you, let me know in the comments. Even if you're catching the replay, I'm not forgetting about you, replay guys. If you have any questions, tag me or just put it in the comments and I'm definitely going to get to them. Cool. So how to create higher end offers that attract premium clients, right? When you set out to create, like, let's say your first offer, or even if it's not your first offer, maybe it's you've got your packages or your services have gone through many alterations. What we're going to talk about today is really how to learn how to communicate the value of what you're offering to your clients so that they're going to be ready to invest higher price points in you, right? So there are two questions that you want to be able to answer at this point before you set out to actually write down your sales page or create your offer. The first one is, where are my clients before they decide to work with me? And the second one is, where are my clients after they worked with me? And I call this like the before and the after, right? Here's the thing, people aren't gonna pay you big bucks for 1 hour of coaching or 3 months of coaching or for a course or for a 6-week course or for a mastermind. Like, nobody's shelling out money for that. What people are actually paying you for is the transformation that your offers are creating in their life, right? So let's say you're a website designer, and yes, people are paying you to design their website, but it honestly goes so much deeper than that, right? They are paying you to design their website because that's going to transform their branding, because that's going to transform their business, because that's going to transform their life, right? Again, like, let's say you're a yoga teacher, people aren't just paying you for 3 months of yoga. People are actually paying you for the transformation that 3 months of yoga is actually going to create in their health, how that's going to change their body, how that's going to affect their mind, their stress levels, their confidence, their anxiety, right? Those are the benefits of working with you. So your before and your after picture really needs to capture the results, the benefits, the transformations that people get from working with you, right? You are not selling logo design. You are not selling branding. You are not selling yoga. What you're really selling here is brand confidence, more visibility, no more website shame, right? Those are the benefits of working with you if you're a brand designer, website designer, or if you're a yoga teacher, you are selling health benefits. You are selling how that's going to change their entire life, right? And it's so important to focus on that transformation rather than what the actual journey is. The journey is important, but you never want to lead with that, right? So focusing on that transformation is super important. So let's say you are diving into creating your high-end offer, right? Here are a few questions I want you to actually journal on, because these are going to be the foundations of any sales post, email, sales page you put out there, right? So the two things that we talked about was, where is this person before they worked with me? Where is this person after they worked with me, right? Because if you're on point with those two things, all the rest of your copy is pretty much going to write itself, right? So when it comes to, and if you have like a diary or a pen or a journal with you right now, just note these questions down, because these sound simple, but they're going to actually help you get like a ton of clarity before going into designing your offer, right? So let's look at the before picture. To get clear on where is your client before she works with you, here are a few questions you want to get clear on. Where is she currently at in her life or her health or her business, depending on, you know, what your expertise is. Second question, what is she currently struggling with? Third question, what has she tried that hasn't worked? Can you see, once you get clearer on these questions, how everything else just becomes easier from that? Number 4, what does she need exactly? Number 5, what is she thinking right now? So when I ask let's say my clients, right? My clients are people who want to create consistent 5K to 10K months in their business, but they're not quite there yet, right? So I try and get super clear on what is she currently struggling with. Maybe that's growing her list, growing her group, getting people to engage on her content, and signing up one-on-one clients. What has she tried that hasn't worked? Posting in Facebook groups. What else? Doing like a ton of free coaching calls in the hope of signing up someone, right? So these are just examples of what comes up for me when I sit down to design, write out any sales pitch or design any program. I recently created a mastermind program, and I did the same exercise for that as well, right? Sat down and figured out, where is this client at before she's going to actually work with me? What does she need exactly? What is she thinking? What has she tried that hasn't worked? So that's the before picture. The after picture is really, where does this person want to be after she's worked with me, right? So what is that big fantasy dream desire of hers that she's actually investing in when she decides to work with me? Again, nobody says that, you know what, I'm thinking of working with a coach for 90 days. Nobody says that. What people want is, I'm looking to work with someone who can help me get to 5-figure months. I'm looking to work with someone who can help me lose 10 pounds. I'm looking to work with someone who can save my relationship, right? That's the thing that people want, and that's the transformation to focus on. So the after picture, right? What does she really, really, really want? Second question, how will working with me change her life? Third question, what is her biggest desire or fantasy? Fourth question, where does she want to be 3 to 6 months from now? So these are, again, just some journaling prompts to first get clear on, where is this person before, and then where is this person after? And honestly, if you find yourself struggling a little bit trying to answer these questions for yourself, do a few research calls. Like any profitable business, like you want to create an offer that's almost going to sell itself. So you can survey your list, you can poll your group, you can host 5 or 6 coffee chats with people and actually dive deep and ask these questions to them, because you want these answers before you actually go into changing anything about your offer right now, right? And here's the other thing that I see so many people doing. Don't try and answer these questions out. Don't try and pull those answers out of your own head, because that never works. What you want to do is ask people what their response is. Try and use the words that your ideal clients are using in their copy. Try and use the words that they are using when they are describing their problems and their struggles and their dreams and desires. Because when you do that, that's when people go like, oh my God, like this offer is talking to me. It's almost like you're in my head. And I get that so much from people who say that, Avni, your emails creep me out because it's like you're in my head. That's where you want to get to. And one of the best ways to do that is just connect with a few people. Connect with a few people who you know are your ideal audiences. Connect with them for coffee chats and just ask them a few of these questions so that you can get and understand what it is they really, really want. Once you have this in place, once you know the before picture, and once you know the after picture, then and only then start filling in the gaps and start mapping out their journey, right? I know so many people who start with saying, I want to create a 3-month offer and this is what I'm planning to include in it. Never works, right? Nobody's paying you for a 3-month offer. People are paying you to take them from that before to that after, right? So your job now is to map out a journey for them from that before point to that after point. And here's the other thing that is something that I'm so passionate about, and I see so much that it really frustrates me sometimes, is you don't want your offer to be a kitchen sink offer, right? It is your responsibility to make sure that you're taking your client from that before to that after in the easiest, most chilled out, most efficient manner possible. Which means, so what I mean by that is I've been a part of many courses and programs, and what some of the programs out there do is they practically bombard you with like so many extras and extra trainings and bonuses, and here's another meditation thrown in, and here's another, you know, bonus call thrown in, that it actually leaves me more overwhelmed than it is helpful, right? And you don't want to do that to your clients. Your job is not to overwhelm your clients with everything that you know, right? Your job is not to teach your clients every single thing that I know. When I work with my clients, my job is not to teach them all the 30 strategies I know. My job is to give them 3 strategies that are going to uniquely work for them and their life and their business and their clients, right? And that's your job as well as the service provider, to take this person from where they want to be, from where they are to where they want to be in the most efficient manner possible, by giving them the exact tools, the exact coaching, the exact knowledge, the exact experiences that they actually need. Nothing more and nothing less. The other thing that I want to talk about is how long should your offer be, right? And many of my clients often ask me this question, like, how long should my program be? And the answer to all of them is always the same, which is, how long does it realistically take a person to go from that before to that after, right? That's how long your program should be. That's how long your packages should be, because there is no right or wrong answer here. It totally depends on your offer. But the thing is, you don't want to box yourself into 3 months and 6 months and 9 months and 12 months. I don't even know why people do that. But like, realistically ask yourself, how long does this transformation take? And maybe throw in a couple of weeks more, because you want all your clients to really get the results, right? Even if like life gets in the way sometimes. But that's the right answer. There is no answer of should it be 90 days or should it be more, you know? And like I said, it depends so much on what your business is. For instance, like if you're helping someone set up an entire business from scratch, that's probably going to take some time. Versus if you're helping someone rewrite their resume or, you know, refine their LinkedIn profile, right? That's not going to take much time. So the duration of your offer totally depends on that journey. And, you know, honestly, like, I know most of you here have already worked with a few clients, but you never know for sure what their duration is, honestly, especially if you're working one-on-one with clients. You never really know for sure till you've actually taken a couple of people through that program. So leave that scope for refinement a little bit. You know, start with a broad timeline. You can always change it later based on whatever feedback you get from your clients. Nothing is set in stone. But I think what I'm trying to say is, it's not so important what those steps are. The how of it comes later. What is more important to define with your higher end offers is, who is it for and what transformations does it deliver for those clients? Because like I said, that's exactly what people are paying you for, right? So my clients don't pay me to chit chat with me, right? Like my clients don't pay me to talk to me for an hour every week. They pay me from the transformations, the increase in clients, the increase in income that they get from all the work that we do together. So think of it like that. Again, this is another question I get from clients, which is, should my offer have unlimited support? Should it have email support? Should it have chat support? My answer to that again would be, what do your clients really need? Do they need email support? Do they need, sorry, one second guys. Do they need email support? Do they need chat support? Do they need all of these extras and bonuses that you're throwing in, or is that just going to overwhelm them, right? If just talking to you once a week is doing the job, keep it simple. Don't complicate things. If you have any questions popping up, by the way, at this point, or if you're just joining us, let us know who you are and where you're from before I go on to the next part of today's training, which is all about pricing your offers. I'm going to hold on for a second just to see if anyone has questions. Cool. So a quick note on pricing your offers, right? Okay. Let's say you have now gotten a little bit clearer on, you know, who your clients are, where are they before they work with you, where are they after they worked with you, and defined it let's say you've decided that you want to have a 3-month offer, which is great. The next step is how do you want to price it, right? And a lot of times I see people just like looking around at the industry and trying to look at and see what are others charging for the same offer. And then maybe trying to discount a little bit. We've all been there, if I just charge a little bit less than industry average, people are going to come to me. Again, doesn't work that way, right? What your goal is here is to be able to make the amount of money you want to make while working with the clients you want to work with, right? So 2 things to get clear on before you even dive into pricing. Number one, what do you want your life to look like? And when I say life, I genuinely mean your entire lifestyle. Like all of us are business owners, not because we wanted to work 12 hours a day in our businesses, right? Not because we wanted another 9 to 5. Keisha is here. Hi, Keisha. Lakita is here. Lakita, am I pronouncing your name right? Hi. So glad to have you guys here. Yeah, so we're not doing the work we're doing simply because we want to work 12 hours a day in our business, or we are looking to replace our 9 to 5, right? We are doing it because we want more out of life. That's why I started my business. That's why my clients started their business, right? Maybe they decided they just want to work 3 hours a day in their business. Some of them decided they never want to be in a corporate job again. Some of my clients have decided to relocate to an entire different country and set up an entirely new life there, right? Some of my clients are planning to travel the world. So think about what you want your life to look like and think about how many clients can you realistically work with at a time. Right? Think of how many clients you can realistically work with at a time. And when I ask this question to my clients, I get very random answers. Sometimes I hear 10 clients, 20 clients. And trust me, you cannot work it with 10 and 20 clients at a time unless you're doing some sort of like a membership site or a group program. But especially when I'm talking about like higher end offers, you're going to be able to work with 6 to 8 to maximum 10 clients at a time, right? Again, totally depends on what you want your life to look like. But get clear on how many clients you want to work with at a time from a place of what you want your life to look like. And the second question to ask yourself is, how much income do you want to make every single month? Because these 2 things really need to marry together before you decide what your pricing should be, right? What do you want your life to look like and how many clients you want to work with at a time? And question number 2, how much income do you want to make every month? So let's say, for example, you decide that looking at your life and you have kids maybe and you want to spend time with them and you don't want to be working all the time, you can realistically service, let's say, 6 clients in your business, right? And your goal is to make 6K every single month. In that case, you should be charging 1K per client per month. Does that make sense? Give me hearts, give me likes if you're resonating with what I'm saying, right? If you decide to work with 6 clients at a time and you want to make 6K every single month, it means every one of those clients should be paying you at least 1,000 every month, right? So that's where that's how your pricing gets decided. So if each client pays you 1,000 every month, and if your offer is like a 3-month offer, your price point should be 3,000, right? Because the goal here is when you are fully booked to the capacity to which you want to be fully booked, you should be making the money that you want to be making, right? And the worst feeling is when you hustle, you bring all of those clients in, you work with them and you realize, hey, I'm not even close to making the money that I actually want to make in my business, although I am fully booked. And that's exactly where I was, I think, last year this time, when I had like 8 clients I was working with in different capacities and still not making the kind of money I wanted to make because I was undercharging. I was doing random things here and there, some done-for-you services. It was crazy. But basically, you don't want to be in that boat. You want to be in a place where you know, I want so many clients. This is how much I want each of the clients to pay me so that I can meet my income goals every single month, right? So let your pricing come from that place. Don't let it come from, she's charging so much for her 3 months, so I should charge so much for my 3 months. It doesn't work. And if you've been in this industry for a while, you will realize that there is everything from $500 price points to $50,000 price points in this industry, right? You decide what makes sense to you. But just make sure that you don't overwork and overwhelm and exhaust yourself in the process of actually making money. And this is exactly how hitting those 5K and 10K months becomes easier, because like honestly for me right now, and maybe you're not there yet in your business, or maybe you are, but my one-on-one, I charge $5,000 from my one-on-one clients right now, which means to create a 5-figure month, I need 2 clients. That's it, 2 clients, as opposed to the 20 clients that I would have needed when my price point was $500, right? It's just simple math, but it just makes sure your lifestyle and your income goals and your price points sort of all align with each other. So if you have any questions around pricing, put it in the comments. Happy to answer them for you. The other thing that I want to talk about today, and this is actually one of the things that, I learned recently in my business, not very long ago, is how to really communicate the value of your offers to your clients so that it feels easy and doable to actually sell those higher end offers at the 2K, 3K, 5K, 10K price point, right? So what I'm going to talk about now is 5 things that you need to focus on in your sales copy. And when I say sales copy, I mean on your sales page, in your sales emails, in your sales posts, and in your sales conversations to book and convert those high-end clients on demand, right? 5 things that you want to focus on to make this happen. So again, the first one is exactly what we talked about before, is the before place, right? I know exactly what you're struggling with. I know because I've been there, or my clients have been there. When you give someone that feeling, they start trusting in you. It makes people realize that you understand them, right? So the first thing that needs to be there in your sale, on your sales page for sure, but also in any sales posts, emails, or copy you send out, is a little bit of a glimpse of, I know this is where you are. Are you struggling with X, Y, and Z? Are you finding yourself wasting, 24 hours on Facebook every day? Like, just giving you examples here. But basically, give them a glimpse of, this is where you are right now, and if this is where you are right now, I am talking to you, right? So where they are, what they want, and what they really need from their life, what are the challenges, what are their pain points, that's the part which is so important to talk about in any sales copy and sales content that you create, right? So the before place that we just talked about. The second one, of course, is the benefits or the transformations, or the after place after working with you. So where is this person gonna be after they work with you? So some ways to talk about this would be like, 3 months down the line, you will have X, Y, and Z. Or this is where my clients are after working with me. So show them that pot of gold, which is actually there at the end of the journey. Show them that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, because this is exactly what people are going to be paying you for, right? When you start talking about your offers, don't dive into, I have a 3-month program that's going to help you do X, Y, and Z. No, that's the how. People don't care about that. What they care about is, I have a program that's going to take you from A to B, right? And those A and B are so important, right? The before and the after. So the first 2 points that have to be there in any sales content you create is, where are they before they work with you? Where are they after they work with you, right? So the benefits and transformations after having worked with you, that's point number 2. Point number 3, and this is super important again, and something that so many people don't do, is show your clients what's possible for them, right? Because a lot of times people are not buying your offers, people are not signing up to work with you, not because they don't believe in you, but because they don't trust themselves, right? It's not that they think you don't know your stuff. It's just that they don't trust themselves to get those results. They don't trust themselves to do the work. So it's your job to show them that whatever it is that they want is possible for them as well, right? They believe they're not going to do the work. And people often miss out on talking about this, right? More than believe in you, people and when I say people, I mean like your audience and your ideal clients, they need to believe in themselves. Like, they're not going to buy from you if they don't believe that whatever it is that you're offering, whatever it is that you're talking about as the pot of gold is possible for them. And that's your job. It's your job as the business owner to show them that it's possible for them, right? On your calls, on your sales calls, in your content, give them examples of what's possible for them. Show them a vision that they never thought was possible for them, but show them how you are doing it in your life or how someone else is doing it in their life. Like, call them out almost by saying that I know what you're thinking. I know you're wondering if this is even gonna be possible for you, and I'm here to tell you that it is. Like, that simple sentence sometimes can make such a big difference, because if someone's not buying from you, more often than not, it's not because they don't trust you. It's because they don't believe they can have it. And it's your job to show them that they can, right? So that's the third thing that you definitely want to focus on in your sales content, right? The belief and the possibility, where you telling your potential client that this is gonna be possible for you, right? The fourth thing that you definitely want in your sales copy is a reason to believe you, right? Which means, why should they trust you to take them where they want to go versus someone else? I call it RTB, which is basically reason to believe. But that can mean anything from, why should someone trust you to deliver those results? So it can mean showcasing your own results, right? You should trust me because I have created XYZ in my own life. I've created XYZ in my own business. Showcasing your clients' results, right? After working with me, these are kind of things that my clients have created in their business. Or sometimes if you don't have testimonials right now, talk about your credentials, talk about your experience, talk about your story, right? Because if you've undergone a transformation in your life, or if you've helped someone else undergo their transformations, people are going to believe in you. So the fourth thing that needs to be there is the reason to believe, right? Again, let's say you're sending out a discovery call email right now where you want people to get on the phone with you to talk about your offer, right? Don't start off with, I have a 3-month offer that does X, Y, and Z. No. Talk about, this is where you are, the before picture. This is where you want to be, the after picture. This transformation is totally possible for you. So the belief part, and talk about why they should trust you. You should trust me to do this for you because I have done X, Y, and Z in my own life and my own business, or my clients have got so and so results from us working together. Right, so that's point number 4. Give them a strong reason to believe why you are the perfect person to help them on this journey. And number 5, this one's my favorite again. Number 5, the 5th thing that needs to go into your sales copy, posts, emails, whatever, is addressing their objections before they even come up, right? So what objections do people have to working with you? Try and address as much of these as possible in your sales content itself. Try and address as much of these as possible on your sales page itself, because that's really when people go through all of that and then get on the phone with you, they're not going to have so many questions coming up anymore because you've already convinced them otherwise, right? And when I mean by objections, people usually have a big objection around investing in something or shelling out money. So I'll give you my example, right? A lot of my clients have objections like, I'm in a 9-to-5 job, can I still do this, right? A great way for me to address that would be to have a couple of testimonials on my sales page where I talk about 2 of my clients who are actually in their 9-to-5 and who are building their businesses on the side. Or I have so many people who talk about, I'm afraid to invest, will I make this money back? And to address that, I share a lot of examples in my sales copy and my sales emails around how I have invested time and again in my business and made multiple times that back in my business. Or even, showcasing how my clients invested so much in the program and made so much back, right? Or I don't have clarity around my offers right now. I don't know who I'm going to work with. Will your program help me with that? Like, think of what possible reasons could people have of not working with you, and address those in your sales copy right now. Address those on your offer page right now. Address those in your sales emails right now. And of course, it doesn't have to be like everything addressed all at once. Like, you don't have to do that. But let's say you're sending out 5 emails next week with the sole intention of booking discovery calls, right? If that's your goal and if that's what you're planning to do, make sure over those 5 emails, you are definitely covering these 5 things, which is, where is that person right now? Who is this person who you're exactly talking to, and what is she struggling with? What are the transformations that they're going to get from working with you? Show them that that's possible for them. Give them strong reasons to believe that you are the right person to take them on this journey, and address whatever objections you think are going to come up for this person. And the 6th one, bonus one, which is so obvious, which all of us have to anyways talk about, is the how, right? But the how always comes later. So the how is XYZ is my 4th month program that's going to help you do blah, 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 right? That's the thing we always talk about anyways, which is why I didn't cover it, but like that definitely goes in. But more important than that are the other 5 points. So those are the 5 things you definitely want to cover in your sales page, posts, emails, copies, sales conversations. Even when you're on the phone with someone and talking about your higher end offer, lead with struggles and transformations. Lead with understanding what are their biggest challenges and what transformations are they going to get from working with you. Lead with showing them it's possible for them. Lead with showing them how you are an expert, right? All of that comes before getting to the details and nitty-gritties and the investment part of the conversation. So any questions coming up for anyone, put it in the comments. If you want, here's the other thing I wanted to do. If you have like a sales page that you're working on or a high-end offer that you're working on right now, feel free to post about it in the group and tag me. I'm happy to give you guys feedback on it, because I want you to write an amazing, incredible sales page that pretty much converts itself, right? And when you learn to communicate the value of your offers in the right way, signing up those high-end clients becomes so much easy. Like honestly, signing up those high-end clients is easy when you're focusing on these 5 things. You can totally charge 3K, 5K, 10K, whatever for your offers. The goal is to talk to those clients who think that that transformation that you're giving them is worth it, right? It's easy to think sometimes that, selling a $500 offer is easy and selling a $5,000 offer is not. But if you're not going to be communicating the value of your work to your people, selling neither of them is going to be easy. Neither of them, right? So your job here is to learn to communicate those transformations better to your clients, right? And honestly, for me, personally, right, the big difference between me going from like selling that $500 first offer to now selling $5,000 offers has been like 3 things. The first one is like, I am so much clearer today on who I work with and who I don't work with, right? That's number 1, and that's the clarity that's going to help you more than anything else. Number 2, I know exactly what transformations my clients get from our work together, and those transformations are totally worth 5K and even more, definitely more. And the third one is I know how to communicate that, and that's like the one big thing that's made all the difference, right? So if you're looking to sell out, go from, undercharging, underserving, selling single sessions here and there to actually selling those higher end offers, you don't need to up-level your branding. You don't need to up-level your website. You don't need better photos. You don't need more experience. You don't even need more testimonials or a larger list. What you need is to start communicating the value of what you're doing to your clients by focusing on these 5 things that we talked about today. So if I want to boil down this entire training to one thing, it's what's the results that your clients are going to get from working with you? And what's that going to be worth to them? Like, that's all that matters. If the result that people get from working with you is worth 2K, people are going to lap up your offer. If it's worth 5K, people are going to lap up your offer, right? Start thinking about your offers in that way, as opposed to, oh my God, how can I charge so much per hour? How can I charge so much for a small 4-week program? It's never about that. Honestly, like if two programs, one is 4 months and one is 4 weeks, are delivering the exact same results for me, I'm actually willing to shell out more money for the 4 weeks one, because that's immediate, right? That's urgent. That's delivering results to me quicker, right? So your client isn't always thinking in terms of time frame, isn't always thinking in terms of like how much support and extras and bonuses are thrown into this program. They are thinking about, where am I gonna be in whatever, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months, 6 months after working with this person? How's my life gonna be different? What transformations are gonna happen? And am I really willing to shell out this money for that transformation? Right? And it's your job to just communicate that to that. So that's how I wanted to share with you guys today. If you have any questions that come up, or if you want me to talk about anything specifically, especially around packaging your expertise into higher end offers and attracting high-end clients in your business, put it in the comments, let me know. So I can either do a live again, or I can address them in the comments below. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I wanted to also share like one quick thing with you guys for anyone who is looking to stop undercharging, start signing up high-end clients in their business, create irresistible offers, explore their listing community, and create consistent 5K to 10K months in their business. I have just launched a new mastermind program called the Clients and Cash Mastermind. I launched it like 2 days back. I already have like 2 incredibly amazing women who've signed up for it. And I'm super stoked about this program. So this mastermind is actually the perfect program for a coach or a service-based entrepreneur who wants to sign up consistent high-end one-on-one clients month after month in her business and create predictable 5K to 10K months. It's perfect for you if you work with a few clients here and there, made some money, doing some bartering, doing some free coaching, maybe work with a few paid clients as well, but you're far from the consistent 5K month mark. If you are someone who wants streamlined systems and strategies to actually explode your list, explode your community, nurture your audiences, and book and convert discovery calls on demand, this program is perfect for you. And equally, if you're someone who knows she can do big things in her business but has some mindset stuff holding her back, and you really want to kick those doubts and fears to the curb, you really want to surround yourself with tons of positivity, up-level your thinking, up-level the amount of money you're bringing into your business, this program is for you. And honestly, it's not just another group program. So it's not a group program where you're going to be lost in like a group of 30 plus women and the coach is practically missing. I've been a part of such programs and they're not fun. This is going to be like a super cozy but a super powerful incubator of 6 to 8 women masterminding together. Very cozy, very powerful, all of us on the same journey. Plus, you're going to have me supporting you each step of the way. What's included in this mastermind program is 12 training modules that's going to help you to grow your list and group, create high-end offers, and book and convert those high-end clients on demand. You're going to have access to me through 12 group coaching calls with personalized laser coaching for you in each of those calls. And we're going to have a super fun private Facebook group where you can ask me your doubts and questions and get support from me and all the other women every single day. Plus, you're going to have women like you holding you accountable step of the way so that you can massively up-level in your business and your life without feeling lonely, without feeling isolated, without feeling like you are not quite, or you're not quite surrounded by people who get you and understand you, right? And I know we've all been there. I have been there when I was starting out. I was feeling like nobody around me gets me. My friends don't get me. My husband doesn't get me, right? Or people in my corporate job just don't get me anymore because I'm on this completely different journey. And it's so great when you're in a mastermind because you have people who are on the same journey as you, supporting you each step of the way. So if this is calling out to you, if this is resonating with you, I would love to invite you to join this group program right now. You guys are my people. I love you all, and I have a super special early bird pricing running right now, plus 2 one-on-one coaching calls with me as bonuses running right now for the next 48 hours. So for anyone who decides to join before Friday, you get all of this, right? So check out all the details of the program. I'm going to put that in the comments below as well. And if you have any questions coming up, hit me up in the comments. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for catching the live or the replay. And I'm going to see you guys back in the group. Bye.